Recently, I bought 5 different puzzle games, all priced under $5 for Nintendo Switch. But are any of them actually any good? And why do they all seem to involve cats somehow? Sudocats is exactly what it sounds like. It's Sudoku, but instead of playing with numbers, you're playing with cats. And while at first it's kinda hard to figure out which cat is missing because you're trying to remember 9 different cats, it does get easier. And honestly, it does help by starting off with shorter levels. First it's only 4 cats, then you go up to 6, and then you end up with the Sudoku standard of 9 different cats. And there is a second element to Sudocats too. Not only are you playing a really cute game, but as you go on and complete more levels, you get more and more tips on what to do if you personally adopt a cat and have to introduce it to other pets at home. It's such an unexpected extra element, and while it's not something I personally need to learn right now, my cat and my dogs have been living together for a long time, I did still find it really interesting, and I might review it if it's something I need to do in the future. Lengthwise, Sudocats isn't super long. I paid a little over $3 for the game when it was on sale. I am glad I bought it, and I did really enjoy it, but I just think it needs more levels for the full price that it is. Sudocats is currently $4.95 in the New Zealand eShop and $2.99 in the US. So for that price, I would like a few more levels. Overall, I do really enjoy Sudocats, and while it's also available on Steam, like many of the games that I'm going to mention today, I am glad I went for the Switch. It's the sort of game that I like to be curled up on the couch playing, rather than sitting at my desk. Catch the Stars is a minimalist puzzle game with stars that you have to untangle. It's minimalist to the point that there are no words anywhere, not even instructions. When I opened the game for the first time, I was honestly in awe of the peaceful graphics and art design, and how the music and sound effects work perfectly with this design. But this peaceful feeling disappeared pretty quickly when I couldn't figure out what to do, and there were no instructions at all to help me, not even like a little animation to kind of give me a clue. I kept failing over and over and had no idea what I was doing wrong. Now, some games can get away with being so minimalist that they don't have instructions. A great example of this is inbento, but not having instructions for Catch the Stars was an absolute nightmare for me. Eventually, I googled for advice on how to actually play the game, and I did find out what I needed to do, and it was really good at first. I could finally play the game. I was having fun. Until more and more functions started getting added to the puzzles without any clues or instructions on how they work. And after trying to figure out these new functions and not being able to figure most of them out and just failing several times in a row, I eventually gave up, and I honestly won't be going back to Catch the Stars again. Now, disclaimer, I may be in the minority with this. From what I saw online, most people are actually really loving this game and enjoy these puzzles. So maybe it's just my brain that can't figure them out. I really do love puzzle games, but this one just wasn't for me. Catch the Stars is currently $1.69 in the NZ eShop, and it's $1.99 in the US. I mentioned inbento briefly before, and I have made a separate review video for it, but I couldn't make a list of Switch puzzle games under $5 without mentioning it. This is how you do minimalist puzzle games. It's hard, but not too hard, and it is definitely worth the $4 I paid for it. I love the art style and the simple storyline, and I really recommend checking inbento out. But if you're unsure, do watch my separate review video for inbento. It does go into a little bit more detail than this quick review. Romeow is probably the most unique concept of all of the puzzle games on this list. You're trying to reunite a kitten with its yarn and bed, but the yarn is split up into different pieces, and you have to figure out what piece connects where to tell the kitten where to go. But the thing is, you don't move the pieces around like a jigsaw, you move the kitten around. It's kind of like a unique maze in a way, and it isn't too hard to play, but it is fun. I have gone back to it several times to play too, so it's not something I'll be dropping after playing once or twice. There are seasons you move through within the game, which means there is some variety visually within the levels. Doing this was a great decision, as I think without this it may start to feel a little repetitive. And when it comes to the art style, music and sound effects, it's not the coziest of the lot, but it is cute. The meow is kind of high-pitched, loud, piercing meow, but honestly you can turn the volume down, it's not that bad. It's just not something that's super relaxing to hear. I paid just $1.69 for Romeow, which was an absolute bargain. It's still this price in New Zealand and it's on sale for $1.99 in the US. Kittens Yarn is another one with its own unique gameplay. I'm sure I've seen this sort of gameplay before somewhere, but I can't figure it out. If you recognize it, please let me know in the comments, because I tried Googling and had no luck. The goal with Kittens Yarn is in each level you need to swap the puzzle pieces around so that the yarn that the cat is playing with connects properly. The levels get increasingly harder with more cats and more pieces and more yarn to try and connect up. I really have a lot of fun playing this game. It's a simple puzzle and it can get a little repetitive, but I do find myself coming back and playing it more, and I want to play it. It's not like I picked it up for the review and won't be touching it again. They chose lo-fi music for the soundtrack, and honestly it's perfect for this game. It has such a cozy, relaxing vibe, and lo-fi music fits this perfectly. Kittens Yarn was just $1.65, and for that price it was an absolute bargain. It's back up to its full price of $4.95 in New Zealand, and it's $2.99 in the US at the moment. Like inbento, I think this game has a good amount of replayability. Is replayability even a word? You know what I mean. I think I can play it more than once, and honestly it is near the top of my list of recommended games from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have you played any of these puzzle games? What did you think of them? Do you think you'll be playing any of these games now? Or do you have other puzzle games on the Switch you think I should check out? I'm always looking for more puzzle games, so do let me know. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Bye!